Hey, what's up, everybody? Frederick Pogue here. So, I want to talk about the Trump tariffs. Specifically, I want to talk about pork and why, once you change things up in terms of trade systems and that kind of stuff, they don't go back so readily. So, here's a question. At least for all you meat eaters out there. How many of you have ever had Smithfield bacon or Smithfield pork loin? What about Smithfield ham or deli meats? You might be familiar with the name. Sounds pretty American, right? And it is an American company. But do you know who has a controlling interest in Smithfield? That would be the Chinese. Do you know why? Because pork is a staple of the Chinese diet. Just like soybeans, because of tofu, pork and tofu. And you might have remembered back in Trump's first term, there was a little trade war that he decided he wanted to pick a fight with China. And it cost soybean farmers in Iowa. It cost them big. Even though, of course, they kept voting for Republicans and they voted for Trump again, it still cost them. You might remember in Brazil, when they were burning the rainforest and everybody was all up in arms about that, because of global warming and the oxygen supply in the world and CO2 and all that stuff. Well, the reason they were doing that is they were basically making room for soybeans so they could pick up the slack in the Chinese market. So I'm not really sure what the populations are. My stuff's usually about 10 years out of date. I think we're sitting at around 345 million in the U.S. And China, well, I know they're over a billion. They've been over a billion since I was, I think, in middle school. So maybe they're at like 1.5, maybe higher. I'm not quite sure. But I know it's a damn sight more than us. Probably at least 4 or 5, maybe 6 times higher than us. It's a pretty good amount. And Trump recently said to all those farmers that voted for him, the ones he screwed over with getting rid of the Infrastructure Act or the Inflation Reduction Act that was supposed to pay them back their costs that they all sunk into and improving their farms and going with more green technology, stuff that they needed to do. It was a Biden initiative, and he just arbitrarily cut that. But he told them not to worry about these tariffs, that, oh yeah, the American market internally is going to open up. Now, I'm not real good at math. I struggled. I got to about calculus, and then I just couldn't make heads or tails of it. I had to go into the humanities, philosophy and history, a little bit of English, some Japanese stuff, But, it occurs to me that $1.5 billion is, well, more than about 350 million. It's more than that by a lot. I don't know. That doesn't really seem like a good deal, giving up a market that's $1.5 billion for, well, a market you already have internally in the U.S. Kind of seems like you're losing out there. I don't know. It's a good thing we've got neighbors to the north and the south that we have free trade. Oh, that's right. Yeah, we just slapped a 25% tariff on Canada and Mexico. Hell, we done pissed off Canada so much. They're calling for people to cancel their vacations in the United States. Isn't that how Florida makes a good chunk of its money? Through tourism? Yeah, that might hurt too. And doesn't Canada already have a trade imbalance with us that's in their favor? They got a lot of natural resources too. Especially, they have the 9th largest economy in the world. Seems like the EU might want to take advantage of that. Oh, wait, they're already moving to do just that. Yeah. Well, I'm pretty sure old DJT thought this one through. I mean, it's not like he's going to do something in the first 3 months of his term to wipe out all the gains that were made. Oh, yeah, that's happening too. Yeah, the stock market's wiped out all the gains it made since he was elected. Well, yeah. Well, I hope that cooler heads prevail. I mean, that would be terrible for all those MAGA farmers that voted for Trump. You know, it's a good thing they're not cutting that social safety net if we're in danger of recession. You know, like mailing out Social Security checks late, or you've got some unelected entity like, I don't know, like a Doge running around cutting government services. That's absolutely going to hit the red states more than the blue states. You know, cutting Medicaid and, oh, wait. Oh, that's happening too. But at least we're not dealing with some sort of pandemic, especially in the food supply, like avian flu that's jumped to the beef cattle and causing prices to sky. Oh, yeah, that's right. We're dealing with that too. Well, at least we're not pissing off our allies, because we've done a lot for them over these 80 years, and we can always count on our friends as long as we don't. Oh. Well, I guess this is why you don't elect unserious people for serious jobs. Yeah, and the sad part is, I think things are about to get real damn serious, real damn quick. Anyway, that's all I got for you today. Keep the faith, defend democracy, and I'll see you later.